Bulls trail by 12. Not a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Gasol. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is long.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down, and I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 11. Butler kicks to Gasol. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Now, here is Lawson. Butler with the ball. Now Lawson defending. Noah with a screen on Harden. Noah up on top. He's guarded by Howard. 5 to shoot. Here's Rose. And it's sent back by Howard.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Harden draws the double. Back to Ariza. Kicks it to Jones. Stolen by Noah. Pass to Rose. Fires, high post. Second shot opportunity. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Noah.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Outside for Lawson. Now the dish to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Howard. That's 7 points for Terrence Jones. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Rose. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lawson. He feeds it to Jones. Rejected by Gasol. They recover it. Harden the pass to Howard. He dishes it to Jones. Stolen by Noah. Butler attacking. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Gasol inside. Working on Jones. In the air. The shot no good. Excellent D from Howard. It's Ariza on the wing. Lawson dishes to Harden. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rose against Lawson. Butler goes in. That's good. Butler's got 15 points.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Rockets leading by 8.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Rose kicks it to Noah. Pass to Rose. The pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Butler. 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
The Rockets, to me, are an emerging factor in the West. Not 100% sold on them being championship caliber, but I still think you've got to give that front office a lot of credit in terms of what they got out of the superstar tandem of Harden and Howard. I think it's a strong foundation of scoring and defense.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Bulls trail by 12. Outside Rose. Butler passes to Rose. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Harden. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Clock at 4. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Boy, the Rockets came out smelling like a rose, didn't they? Bringing in Howard, but some luck along the way, too. You remember the Chris Paul Lakers trade that was vetoed? And Steve, the Rockets would have gotten Pau Gasol in the deal.
And then not Dwight Howard because they wouldn't have had the cap room to absorb him. So, you know, they're probably glad that in hindsight that deal fell through because Dwight Howard, the younger and more talented player, when you think about his comparison to Gasol.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
That's good. 9 points for Ty Lawson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Bulls trail by 12. Rose kicks it to Noah. Noah with a screen for Gasol. No luck. Great D that time from Howard.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Outside Rose. There's the feed to Butler. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Ariza outside. Howard against Noah. Over to the wing. Now here's Motiejunas. Not a lot of room. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, and you know, you'll take what you can from him from the foul line. A season ago, he shot in that low 60% range.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
And the Bulls making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Rose dishes to McDermott. Back to Rose. Here's Gasol. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now 24 points for James Harden. Bulls trail by 12. Outside Rose. Dishes it to McDermott. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good from Butler.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Harden kicks to Ariza. Pass to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. With some arc. Rose with the ball. He's got 6. Noah with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Feeds it to McDermott. Over to the wing. Rose passes to McDermott. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Beverly dishes to Ariza. Here's Howard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Howard's got 14 points for the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Rose kicks to Butler. Into Noah. Back to Butler. Here's McDermott. Pass to Noah. McDermott dishes to Butler. Steps back and fires. And it's Chicago scoring again.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Moniunas.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
So for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thornton's checked in. Now here's Ariza. And Howard, here we go. He kicks it to Moniunas. This one for 3. Rebounded by McDermott. Bulls trail by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
McDermott with it. Ariza covering. McDermott with the screen for Heinrich. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Left side Ariza. Howard in the post. Defended by Gibson. Count that one.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And you go back and you look at the numbers from last season, he knocked down about 77% of his free throws.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Here's Howard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, you know, Dwight Howard has gone through his share of nicknames over the years, and some of his names have been self-imposed. But Coach Kevin McHale has taken to calling him Big Horse. I'm not sure. We'll see if that one catches on.
Goose, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And both free throws good for Howard. Steve, what do you think of that nickname, Big Horse, for Howard? That do anything for you?
Not really, Kevin. In fact, it's the first time I've ever heard of it. I just prefer to think of him as Dwight Howard. Does that do anything for you?
No.
As you would expect from Steve, ever the straight guy.
Now here's Moniunas. Ariza goes in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Well, Dwight Howard, in his words, back to having fun playing basketball last season in Houston. A younger group, more compatible to his fun-loving personality, and certainly with Harden and others, they've got a depth of talent that is very impressive. Probably the best core around him of his entire career.
Brewer is checked in for Moniunas. Free throw no good for Howard. And Howard, Clark, bit by bit recovering from his back surgery, which really waylaid him in the 2012.
It did, and it takes a couple of years to come back from that kind of back injury. And, you know, it did limit some of his explosiveness around the rim as a shot blocker, but he seems to be close to where he was prior to surgery now.
Gibson the screen. Miritich has a wide open look. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Ariza. Cans it from downtown. Ariza's got 5 now. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Heinrich. Defended by Beverly. Snell, the pass to Gibson. Just his first attempt. Jump shot is good. Gibson's got his first points of the game. And here's Ariza. 5 points in the game. From the baseline. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets ahead, leading by 7. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment.